Hi Flyers and good morning. Eric Mueller here on day 4 of the Star Megadoo. Now we're here at the Hyatt Regency SFO. We added about 100 folks last night, so it's a group of 200 now for the domestic portion of the Megadoo. In just a little bit we're going to be heading over to the airport where we're hoping to get on that Dreamliner. Fingers crossed that our 787 came through. It's going to be a lot of fun to climb around on. So today's a big day. There's a lot planned. We're going to be flying to Houston. Stick around and see what happens. I'm here with Gerrit McGowan from KULA Causes. Now this is a new giving platform and you've partnered up with MilePoint.
Correct, yes. We've created a charitable giving technology that we deliver to various brands, mostly in the loyalty space. And MilePoint is one of our partners, obviously beacons in the frequent flyer and loyalty industry. And we've created a charitable giving platform for people that join MilePoint, participate in the program. They can earn charitable credits to donate to over 2 million charities around the world.
That sounds really cool. You know, charity is such an important part of MilePoint. It's a big part of the community and we're big givers there. And I understand the way it's going to work is when people join MilePoint, they'll get a credit. Is that correct?
Yeah, from what I understand, there's a couple ways you'll be able to earn credits through the MilePoint Cares platform. One, I think when you sign up for MilePoint, you'll be rewarded with an e-voucher or a donation credit. And people that are active on the site can also earn credits to donate to the charity of their choice.
That's terrific, and I understand it's a giving platform, so how many charities are there that you can give to?
So we've got almost 2.5 million in there right now in over 80 countries, so it's the largest charitable giving platform on earth. With the initial launch today, as per MilePoint's request, we've started with all the English-speaking countries, so right now you can donate in the US, Canada, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. Next week we're going to be adding Latin America, a bunch of Asian and European countries as well, so it'll continue to grow. In the new year we're adding some new giving experiences where you can donate to kids' classrooms. We'll be bringing Kiva into the fold. You can donate to do some micro-lending and other initiatives as well.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, MilePoint is such a global community. It's great to hear that you guys have so many charity giving options throughout the globe. That's fantastic. Gerrit, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Cheers.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're looking forward to donating some money and doing some good causes all through MilePoint. All right, well, this is it. We got it. The Dreamliner, our beautiful Boeing 787, is sitting right there on the tarmac waiting for us. We're just about to board. Everyone's here at the gate. It is going to be amazing. And I mean, people are talking about it. There's even folks who are not part of our group, and you hear them walking by going, wait, is that a 787, a Dreamliner? It is, and it's all for us. And here we go. We are stepping onto the Dreamliner right now at the end of the jetway and onto this big, beautiful bird. So here it is. I am sitting in the business first section on this unbelievably beautiful Boeing 787 Dreamliner. I can tell you, it definitely has that new airplane smell. Now, you know, the last time I was on this plane or something like it was a mock-up up at Boeing in Seattle. So it's kind of amazing to go from what they thought it would be in a little fake cabin to the real deal. And as I took the seat here, I noticed on every seat all the way through, we've got this nice Rimowa amenity kit, little hardback carry-on, if you will, on every seat. And I was just playing with the window. I'm sure you've heard these windows dim themselves automatically. So there's no shades to pull down. You just push the button and very slowly we start to reduce the light. It's very high-tech and very cool, and I can't wait till the flight gets underway because that's going to be very fun. All right, here we are in the business first lie flat seat, and we are going to give this a try. I am parked here in a middle seat, back here in economy, and I have to say it is really comfortable. You know, I've got some room on the side, my knees aren't bumping into the seat in front of me, and I've got my video on demand system right in front. It's personal just for me, and I actually see two things that already make this my favorite middle seat ever. I've got USB power right here to charge my iPhone or my iPad, and I see a little sign that says power outlet right down here between the seats. So it's good to know that no matter how long I'm sitting here, I'll have power for my laptop, my iPhone, my iPad, whatever I need. It keeps me entertained and makes the flight go by like that. You know, the coolest seat on the plane may be the cockpit, but I'm actually in what I think is even cooler, the crew rest area. Now this is a special area at the back of the plane. It's a little flight of steps up from the rear galley, and you can see it's a set of bunks for the crew to rest on long flights. So they've got an area light for each individual bunk. They've got an individual reading light as well. And you can see they've got blankets, pillows. They're all set up for when the crew needs to come back here and take a little rest on a long flight. This is a very cool, very special area that no one ever gets to see. Oh, hi! All right, I actually didn't use the lav. I'm here because I want to show you the coolest thing, which is the self-closing toilet. And after you give it a flush, for your protection and sanitation here on the Dreamliner. One of the best features of the Dreamliner is ample overhead bin space. I mean, look at this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got room for 4 bags in here. It's no problem at all. Doesn't matter how many carry-ons you have. This Dreamliner will gobble them all up. All right, look who I found right here in row 18. It is Tom Stuker, the man best known for flying more United miles than I think anybody else in the world. Tom, how many button seat miles do you have now?
11,200,000 something on United, and then of course there's other airlines.
Well, we won't talk about them today.
No. United is my airline. Right?
Well, and United is where we're sitting right now on the Dreamliner. Yep. Now, I understand you didn't even know this was happening. You were just walking through the terminal and saw us. Is that correct?
I just came back from Australia, and I was making my connecting flight to Chicago, and then I go into the Red Carpet Club, and I wasn't the only one wearing a cowboy hat. And all of a sudden I see all these cowboy hats, and I thought it was a Thomas Crown affair done over again. But I'm talking to these guys, and I see Mile Point t-shirts, I see the dues, and I knew I was amongst my brethren, right?
That's right.
So when I talked to them, they said, they're going to Houston tonight and Chicago tomorrow. I said, well, I'm going to Chicago tonight. I don't have to be there till tomorrow. So I found out there was a seat up for auction. I bid on it. I put some money up there, which goes to a very, very good cause. And next thing you know, I'm sitting here amongst my friends. So.
Well, you know, I think it makes the Megadoo that much more special to know that we've got you on the flight with us. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, there's a lot of real road warriors on this plane, and that's why we all, you know, walk. I mean, there's just a lot of road warriors on the plane. So.
Right, and you're probably the ultimate road warrior. So
something like that. Right, thanks. It's my honor to be amongst these people on my favorite airline, on the Dreamliner. This is kind of a dream come true for a very frequent flyer of mine.
And no Dreamliner takeoff is complete without that signature and gorgeous flexing of the wing.
Oh my God. That thing's just bending. Holy. Yep.
We're here underway, and I'm standing right by the back galley. Now, one of the cool things is we got a menu for every seat on the flight. They're doing something special just for us Megadoers and serving us the domestic first class meal that normally only first would get, but we're getting it on every seat. So we've got some options here. We're starting with a prosciutto and melon appetizer, some fresh seasonal greens, and then a choice of either a grilled pork chop and green peppercorn sauce or a spice rubbed breast of chicken. This is going to be an amazing flight, and I'm not the only person who thinks it's going to be awesome.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's so quiet and smooth. I've never experienced anything like this. It's wonderful.
I think it's dreamy. It's brand new. It's nice. All sorts of bells and whistles on it. Pretty cool.
Oh, I love the Dreamliner. I work for Boeing, so of course.
It's very nice and quiet.
I am amazed that the toilet seat automatically goes down. I think that's the thing that has impressed me the most so far.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's unbelievably fantastic.
I think it's the best plane I've ever been in. I mean, it's so spacious. You've got great seats. Even back in economy, it's still pretty comfortable there.
The lighting is super.
My favorite thing about the Dreamliner is the in-seat entertainment system.
Perfect plane, perfect seat.
Tell us your favorite thing about the Dreamliner flight.
You're on it. That's what my favorite thing is. And your boyfriend, too.
The Dreamliner is a dream. It's one of the nicest planes to fly on by a long shot. We have, comfy seats, great atmosphere, great windows, an awesome crew. It's a party.
Now, speaking of party, that's how the day ended, with the ultimate in door-to-door service. We landed in Houston and taxied right to a maintenance hangar for an awesome welcome reception. Not only were we treated to authentic Texas barbecue, but we also enjoyed live music and a chance to climb around on the Dreamliner and shoot photos to our heart's content. Now, I also had a chance to catch up with one of the party's sponsors. Now tell me a little bit about PointSound. You're brand new, is that right?
We're brand new. We launched about 3 weeks ago, and PointSound.com is a hotel booking site for frequent flyer junkies. So while we recognize there's a number of hotel booking sites out there, hundreds, thousands, the difference for PointSound is you're able to earn frequent flyer miles on your hotel purchases to the tune of 3 or 4 miles per dollar spent, all the way up to 10 to 15 miles per dollar spent.
That's fantastic. Now, the search engine on your site to find the hotels, do you have all the major hotel chains on there? Do you have everybody?
We do. We have about 100,000 hotel properties available worldwide at any given time. We're working with Expedia right now as a hotel partner, and we're continuing to add other hotel sources. So yes, we work with all the major chains.
Okay, so if I saw it on Expedia, I can find it on PointSound as well, but now I can earn some points as well.
Exactly, and you can earn miles, and you can earn miles in whichever loyalty program you want to. So you have the flexibility to choose between United, Delta, Club Premier, Hawaiian Miles, or our current partners. We'll be adding much more currencies as we continue to grow.
Oh, I love that. So you've got airline mile partners, and do you also have hotel point partners as well?
Not yet, but that is on our roadmap.
Very cool. Now, I'm just curious, the site is only a few months old, I think you mentioned. Were you in the travel business before?
I was. I worked at Expedia for a number of years. I currently work at, or I just left another company in the travel technology space. My co-founders also come from online travel agencies like Travelocity and Hotwire.
Got it. So your background is in internet and online travel, and this is obviously a natural growth place for you guys to go.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, it's surprising that there's nothing else like that out there, and this is obviously exactly who you want to be talking to. So I think everybody is probably really excited about your site.
Yeah, definitely. This is definitely our core audience, and they're influential, and they care a lot about points, and hopefully they'll see the value in earning a lot of points per their dollar spent. We are rolling out a different rate category in early 2013. We'll be able to double dip and essentially earn frequent flyer miles funded by PointSound, as well as your Starwood points or Hyatt points that you'd earn anyway.
Wow. Okay. I guarantee you, everybody who's listening right now, their ears perked up when they heard double dip. So,
we know that's a big kind of gap in the current product, and we're addressing that. So bear with us while we build that out.
Great. Well, it's really exciting to have somebody who's clearly a member of the community, understands the values of points and miles and how important they are for us when we're out spending money and making our reservations. Good luck with the site. It sounds really terrific. I'm looking forward to using it, and everybody out there is as well, I'm sure.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
I am here in the lobby of the gorgeous and, dare I say, breathtaking Hyatt Regency Houston, and I'm talking to Stan Skadal, who is the marketing manager here. How are you doing, Stan?
Very good. Thank you, and welcome.
Thank you. It's really good to be here. And it's funny you say welcome. As soon as I walked through the door, I immediately stopped and I looked up at these elevators. And I know it sounds silly to talk about elevators, but they are really stunning. It's the first thing I want to ask you about is tell me about these amazing little lifts.
Well, our ownership decided that this was going to be an opportunity to really showcase our property and give a wow factor when our guests showed up. So they spent $75,000 per elevator, and there's 7 of them. The last part of the renovation was to take off the old brass and put this alabaster backlit lighting that you see. So now they're backlit and they fly up and down this 30-story atrium, and the wow factor is simply unbelievable. We're getting great comments. In fact, our Twitter accounts and Facebook are going nuts with people saying, wow, the greatest elevators in Houston.
It's funny to say that, but it is really incredible. And now I heard you mention renovation. I understand there was a major renovation here recently.
In 2011, we finished our $55 million transformation to the property, and this was including everything you can touch and see in the hotel, the restaurants, the meeting space, the guest rooms. We totally gutted the guest room to the bare walls and started over. We created a workstation for the road warrior, which is so important, comfortable chairs. We have a plug and play that is the best I've ever seen in all my travels, so they can really feel at home, get work done, but also be very, very comfortable in a brand new guest room here at the Hyatt Regency Houston.
That sounds terrific. Now, there's also a revolving restaurant. Is it correct? It was one of the first in America, is that right?
It was probably the second. Atlanta was first. Ours was second, and it's called Spindletop, named Spindletop because that's where oil was discovered in Texas. So we decided to name it Spindletop. We went through a transformation there as well. During Hurricane Ike, we suffered severe damage to it and settled with the insurance companies, got about $1.2 million to put it back together, opened up a year ago, and it's spinning again after all these years.
That's pretty amazing. 40 years now.
Yep, 40 years. We celebrate our anniversary this December, 40 years young.
Wow, that's terrific. Well, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
The hotel looks amazing. It looks like a lot of money has been invested in really keeping it up and keeping everything fresh. And we're really looking forward to staying here tonight. I wish we could stay longer.
Oh, absolutely. I wish you could stay longer. I mean, just a few hours you're going to be here. You won't get a chance to see a lot, but we're very proud of the Hyatt Regency Houston and being a staple in the energy capital of the world.
Well, just walking in here, what little we've seen so far has been really impressive. So thank you so much for your time.
You bet. Thank you very much for being our guest.
Here it is, the end of day 4 of Star Megadoo 4, and we're just hanging out at our room here at the Hyatt Regency Houston, putting this video together for you. Now tomorrow, I thought today was a big day with the Dreamliner. Tomorrow is even bigger. It starts with a flight at 7:30 in the morning, so we're out of here at 5 a.m. Hyatt's going to have a grab-and-go breakfast for us to get us on the road. We're going to be heading to Chicago. We're going to be touring stuff at United. It's going to be so cool. But right now, it is so bedtime. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 5.